Hey, welcome. It's Kiana from Kiana Marie Studio, and I am back again with another walkthrough cozy journal with me, and we are doing today a bedroom. So, as you can see, I've already laid down the floor, and I am fussing around with it to get it laid down correctly. I am going through my files to pick up some baseboard, and we're going to go ahead and place that down. What else are we doing? So I'm just going to be fussing with this a little bit just to get right. And I'm putting two pieces because I don't like to stretch it out. I like to keep the proportions as close as possible to scale so it doesn't look all warped. And as you can see here, I'm trying to get that to line up. And I don't actually get it to line up perfectly, but it doesn't really matter because it will be covered up. All right, so let's see, what are we doing next? Just keep fussing with this. It was giving me a time, y'all, but I eventually left that alone, so that's good. And then we're gonna pick up the wallpaper, and this is a damask print. And I just stretch that out. And then if it looks blurry, it will clear up. When you bring them in, they come in blurry, and then once you release, it'll snap to the red pixels. Such a pretty wallpaper. So I'm just messing around with it, trying to get it up there correctly. All right, and then we're gonna grab the windows. These are French doors. Now, the first thought was to get them in there, and we'll see them both. And yeah, that was a mistake, the bookcase situation. I didn't actually end up using it. Or did I? I don't remember. I think I did on the other side. But these French doors were giving me some business. And I know the next spread I use with these French doors, I'm going to have them as the focal point, really. But for now, I'm just trying to get these in the same height and place them where they need to go. They were really cute. And I'm moving things back and forth. I know the next time I do these, as I get better over time, I'll have it a little bit more strategically planned, because this particular plan with me spread, there was a lot of moving things back and forth, arranging them to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back. A lot of that was going on. But anywho, I love that scene out there. It's like the lake is coming to the door. Now, I want to ask you guys a question, and if you could leave it in the comments below. When you're placing, like, this is 2D really, a flat dimensional type of situation, would you put the doors in front of the baseboard as if the baseboard is kind of cut off on those edges? And then, yeah, I think so. Anyway, y'all. So now I'm placing these beautiful drapes. Oh, these are so gorgeous. I just love how they're just so romantic, right? And then what else did we grab? The rug. We're gonna go ahead and place that. And I've been doing a thing with my rugs. They come in like flat, a bird's eye view down, and I have been getting pretty good with the skew and the perspective transform tools in Photoshop. All right, so now we're gonna place the bed. Look at this bed. Woo, so gorgeous, so lush. But yes, you guys, I think, have 2 beds in the clip art set. And then we have these. I'm gonna use these end tables. They're like a brushed brass, a brushed nickel, but kind of goldish. And those are gonna serve as the nightstands on each side. And it took a little bit to get these in place, but they eventually got there. So these are so pretty. Then we went back and got the bed. And I'm just you're gonna see a lot of finicking around and repositioning just to get it just right. Kind of wanted the bed to go up, and then it looks like it's a little bit of a curve on that. You know, that's the right side if you're looking straight on. But yeah, trying to get everything in its place. And then we're gonna grab the bench. I love a good bed bench. I love a good bed bench because it's perfect to sit, put your shoes on, especially as you get older. And then here we have our brick or a rock fireplace, which is called a stone fireplace. And I like how that came in because it's catty cornered, so it's kind of like great to put in that spot to where it's just peeking out. Then we have our mirror, which I could not really find a place for it. Neck spread. So we didn't end up using the mirror at all. Then we're gonna have the desk in here. I love this desk, it's so pretty. I asked for a rug in the buffalo print, but I'm fine with it on the chair. Then our tree, and we're gonna put that down to the corner, kind of peeking out once I figure out where I want to put it. Was it? No, it wasn't in the corner. It was behind the desk. Okay. That's where I ended up with it. Did I? Did I? Yes, I did. That's where it stayed. Finally decided. And then we're going to put our presents in front of that tree. Little craft boxes. Very earth friendly and economical. So yeah, what's next? I'm thinking, what did I grab? Oh, the bows. So I'm gonna use one bow and have that peeking out, like the little fireplace decoration. So I'm just rearranging again. Trying to get these things right. That's why I opt for Photoshop when I'm doing spreads. Because I can place the things where I want them to go with not so much of this movement back and forth. But I mean, there's the pros and cons of both programs. I like GoodNotes to do this because it's fun, just placing things and decorating it and bringing it all together, your vision. But Photoshop does the same thing, just with less movement, because you're dealing with layers. So we're just moving things around, trying to get them in their right spot, get the proportions right, make sure you can see the different pieces of furniture because it's a lot going on in here, but I love it. And I think the next bedroom I do is not gonna be like the monochromatic bedding. I might do some contrast with like a different colored bench, maybe beige. Oh, look at that garland. Yes, that is so pretty. I would use that year round, not just for like holidays. And then we're gonna put our stocking on the fireplace mantle. And then we're gonna place our lamps. And I'm an eclectic type of person, so everything's not matchy-matchy. I like to mix textures and different colors and shapes. And it all still ties into each other. So that is good. I'm gonna put my little glass of water over there because you gotta have some water when you wake up. First thing you wake up, replenish those organs. Replenish your body. So all you see me doing now is just replacing and placing and moving and switching through my sheet of elements. And we're gonna place some candles, trying to figure out where I want them to go. And I opted for on top of the book stack on the desk. Then we have some mule wine with some cranberries on a little plate. I'll put that on the desk. She might want to sit on her bench and have a drink, you know. And then we have a set of vases in the green, the beige, and the red. So it ties into the curtains and the greens in the room. This whole setup is the bomb. Like, I'm truly an interior decorator for real. But I just don't get paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. So again, I'm replacing, I'm rearranging. So this video was actually an hour long and I had to speed it up because of all the rearranging and moving and bringing to the front and bringing to the back that went on. I wasn't gonna put an hour video out. Like, I don't mind watching an hour video personally because I love watching this type of content, but you know, everybody's not me, so I have to cater to the audience. 20 minutes is good. It's not that bad. I didn't end up using those pillows. They didn't quite work for the space, so. But then that plaid red and green, oh man. Now whoever has this kit already, please leave me a green heart in the comments. And then also tag me on my Instagram. Do like hashtag Kian Marie Studio. And let me see what you do with the kit. Let me see what you used it for and how you utilize the elements. Because I would love to see what other people have done. And you guys know I love my green. There's always going to be a plant in every spread that I make, except for outside, which there'll probably be trees and bushes. But I love plants. I love greenery inside the home. Certain plants do represent purity, and it cleanses your air, purifies the air if you have plants that take in toxins and just use I think it's like the carbon and nitrogen in the air that it uses as fuel to keep growing. So I don't know if y'all knew that, but I'm not a plant lady per se, but I'm learning to be a plant lady. So you guys are just watching me place these back on. Again, it's a lot of moving things back and forth, front and back, fidgeting, arranging, scaling, blah, blah. But you're watching a room come to life. Man, I really wish I could have featured those French doors a little bit better in this space. But I think, like the page I was working on, it wasn't given that much area. So I know I've learned from this video, you know, forward now, that the longer dimensions. So I'm using like a 1920 by 1080 in Photoshop, so I can get pretty much everything in there and it can be seen. But either way, you know they're there. Them drapes are everything though. Them curtains, drapery is, oh. I'm gonna do a setup like that in like one of my guest rooms in my new home. I'm owning a new home. I haven't owned a home in my entire life. So when I do get my new house, it's going to be everything I want and more. Okay, so we're just getting the finishing touches in here because for the most part the room is done. Basically we just need to place the accessories and the decorations, the home decor. That little circle there is a crystal like sphere, so little tchotchkes here and there. I'm gonna go ahead and place my ice skates, and then we're gonna bring in the chow chow. That dog is the most gorgeous dog. I kind of want one of those, but then I'm like, he is way too fluffy for me. Like if he stayed small and fluffy, I wouldn't mind, but I think they get a little big. I'm not sure. I used to write about dogs years ago in like a e-zine or a blog, something, and I got paid for it, but it's pretty cool. So yep, we're just finishing up, placing the things where they go, because like I said, I had to rearrange and do all that. So just kind of putting things back in their place, making sure that we can see the smaller details of things in the room. I don't know why these end tables were giving me a time, but they really weren't. And they weren't evenly proportioned on each side. So I think I was just trying to work that out. But I don't know. That's why I kind of like doing voiceovers, because I can sit and watch after the fact, and then, you know, get notes and stuff on what to improve upon for the next videos or for the next spreads. That way it's not so long in time and I can fly through a spread, know where everything is supposed to go, you know what I mean? How to place it, when to place it, where to place it, why, blah, blah, blah. All right. Sorry for the awkward silence, but now we're just watching me place that cup. I'm like really messing with this side of the bed to a point where I'm annoyed now. So I'm like, what are you doing, Kiana? Why are you messing with that so much? Get over it. Perfectionist in me is on an all-time high. All right, give me 1 second. I need to take a sip of coffee. Now you know it's almost the end when we start placing the girlies. She is gorgeous. Beautiful skin. Look at that skin. I'm gonna need that skin. She's just contemplating. What am I going to do today? Nothing. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my room and look at my tree and be at ease. I wrote a fun fact too in one of my Instagram posts about the color green and the mood that it brings upon, and it was balance, serenity, and joy. I'm like, okay, so now I know I like green. Now pink is my favorite color, but green is definitely a contender. I might have to switch those around. And pink and green together actually is beautiful to me in my eye. I know some people may not like that, but I love it. So, but y'all just watching me finicky around. I had to shake the screen too because Good Notes was good noting. Didn't want to do what it needed to do. Now, if I don't leave these nightstands alone, y'all, it's like, can you get it together? Let them be. Let them be. And see, that's the thing. When I started finicking with everything and like moving things around, it started to become overwhelming because now everything is out of place. And I'm like, man, there's gotta be a way, an easier way. It is. You just gotta learn your programs. You gotta know what they do. Spend some time, you know, learning how they operate and experimenting before you know, dive in or whatever. But I'll get better, y'all. I will get better. Believe me, with practice comes perfection, and we're never gonna strive or get to perfection. So with practice, you get better. With practice, there's improvement. Y'all be rambling. Look, I don't know. Don't mind me. So yeah, we're almost to the stretch, to the finish line, and we will be complete with this room. I want to be in that room. Can I jump in the screen? Come and chill with her? I thought about putting like a friend there, but I'm like, nah. You don't really be letting people up in your private space like that. Like the common areas is fine, but your bedroom, that's your sanctuary. Yeah, that did not. Those didn't fit the aesthetic of the room at all. Did I leave them there? I don't think I left those there. I don't think they made the cut. It was too harsh. I mean, it looks good, but it's like, yeah, no. We'll use the lamps. It's a quaint area, you know. Some soft light. That girl is gorgeous. And I just love how she just fits right in that space. Like, it's like a melding, a meshing of everything just came together and it belongs. Gorgeous. All right, so we're heading on to the stretch. There's just some finishing touches here. I don't believe I'm adding anything else. Well, possibly yes. Oh, yep, my hanging plants. Yes. I was like, oh, last minute thoughts. More plants and a book. Because what's a cozy area without a book? You should be reading at least, depending on the page size, 2 books a month. And I'm guilty of not doing that, so I'm gonna get better too. Now that just brought everything like, ooh, girl, look at this room. Yes, cozy. Got everything you need in here. The air is clean. And it's beautiful to look at. So we are just doing some little here's and there's, and that is it, y'all. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you guys had a great time on this cozy journey with me. Please pick up the clip art kit in my Etsy shop, and that link will be in my description. And if you have not been here before and this is your first time checking me out, leave me a green heart. And if you are a returning watcher and subscriber, leave me a pink heart. And then tell me what you think about this space in the comments below. Also, do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit your notification bell so that you know when I drop a new video. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day and the rest of your week. All right. Bye.